This is Frankie Kazarian, the king of TNA, and you're listening to Tom and Zeus on the one and only Shout It Out Loudcast.
Oh boy. Here we go. This is Gene Simmons. Put that cookie down. Kiss. I'm pressing the button. Stockbroker Simmons. Star? Paul Stanley. Is that what he does? Stop shouting. Ace Frehley. He's not what you would call a handsome man. Oh no, here come the kiss times. Is that a positive thing? Okay. All right. I'm gonna grab me an ice cold mellow yellow. Why do that to the fans? Stop it. Why? Because fuck them. That's what are you talking about? 617-525-0850. You do? Hey, fucko. Do you like Kiss? Settle down.
Hello. Hey, what's up there, Kiss Army? Tom and Zeus, another episode of Shout It Out Loudcast, episode 353. Kiss 50th anniversary, super deluxe fun time, Dress to Kill box set.
Yeah, more Dress to Kill box set. This time we're going to go inside of it. Literally inside the box we're going.
Yeah, this is different from the last one, which was the announcement.
Yeah.
When we discussed what they proposed. Here, we're actually going to go through what they have.
Yep, we each have a copy. I got the vinyl, Zeus is the CD.
Yes, we're going to do that. But Tom, I'll be honest with you. Ooh, I got some heartburn going.
Oh, great. Good for you. Let it out, brother.
Like my kid had the car, so she went to school. I'm like, I haven't eaten anything all day. It's like three something now.
Here we go.
So I'm like,
what'd you order?
An Italian grinder from Jersey Mike's.
We get it with hots and oil and everything.
Jersey Mike's is fantastic.
It is good.
I used to think there wasn't good, but
it's good.
I was wrong. And there's always that little piece of something that just sticks right between your chest plates. It's just, oh, that Italian. Now, I'm about to commit an assault.
Yeah.
I got to go to my kid's field hockey game and burp this out on somebody in the middle of conversation. Well, I think.
Well, I really think the defense is.
And do that. Blow.
Now, mind you, all you people out there laughing at this, once again, I have to share a hotel room with this guy.
And blow it right on. So it's going to be like, yeah, the defense really, what the
So it's be like, is that a Jersey Mike's Italian?
Somebody smells like bologna around here. Woo. You're sweating salami through your pores.
Hey, Chef Salami Tits.
I think that's from that movie Blue Streak when he goes to the Italian guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's eating too much cold cuts. You're sweating it out. But if you do that Italian burp and blow it on somebody,
you could peel paint off the wall. It just reeks of like day-old capicola.
That and like, you know, the sauce that they put on the Greek gyros. Tzatziki sauce.
Yeah.
Garlic
good.
cucumber sauce. I fucking can't stand it.
Oh, I like that.
I know it's against my religion. I should love it.
That's all right.
But that is one of the main tenets of a divorce. If you burp that on your spouse, oh my God, it's like death.
Oh.
You can walk into a room 10 minutes later and be like, whoo. Who just burped up tzatziki sauce? Oh, fucking. Well, we do have to share a room, Tom.
That's okay.
I don't know. I'm going to try to make myself as gassy as possible for you.
That's what we do.
You know, it's going to be a pleasure to destroy a bathroom. Going to leave a few dents in the toilet.
How many housekeepers have been forced into retirement after taking care of our rooms after these Kiss events?
What the fuck? Whoo, it stinks.
How many people? You get Jersey Mike's every night?
Oh, fucking go to Bertucci's and have a bolognese pasta.
It's not as bad as the triple dipper from Applebee's. Woo.
That shit will make you fucking Change your diapers in about 2 minutes. Ooh. Oh. Anyway,
that Chipotle barbecue sauce goes right through me. Chipotle.
Oh. That Golden Corral extra crispy pork chop.
Dude, let me tell you right now, the only thing worse than Golden Corral would be the Old Country Buffet. That's like the fucking York Steakhouse when we were like the 5th grade.
Oh, my God. Oh. Dude, I don't even know if there's one in Massachusetts. Is there a Golden Corral in Massachusetts?
There can't be. I don't want to believe that
there's no Red Lobsters in Massachusetts.
No, not that I'm aware of. But there's Jersey Mike's.
Yeah. I mean, there's very few. There used to be, pre-COVID, there's very few Chinese buffets.
There's some near me where I work. There's 2 unbelievable ones. They're huge. So every once in a while, if we're feeling it, you'll be here for 4 hours.
Oh, you can eat. No, you can eat all. Get out.
Oh, God. All right, this restaurant review. That's our next podcast.
Golden Corral versus local Chinese buffet.
It's the reboot of the Phantom Gourmet with fucking
hot dog safari jambalaya.
If you're from around here, you know what that means. If you're not from around here, you have no idea what we're talking about. Sorry.
Jambalaya. Anyway, all right, Tom. Last week, we had the great Ryan Spencer, Courtney Cronin, Dole, Kulik, Lane, Simmons, Tweed, Spencer Cook on with Jeremy Asbrock, and we shared some laughs and some stories about Ace.
Yep.
And I think we did a poll.
Yes, we did. So we said, which of these would you like to see most as a fan of Ace? An Ace tribute album, Ace tribute concert, an Ace live album from his recent tour, or a new album of demos, outtakes, etc. No surprise, 50% want a tribute concert. So Ryan and Jeremy, if you're listening, and I hope you are, get on it. 20% want an Ace tribute album.
With real musicians, please.
Well, yeah. 20% want an Ace tribute album, 20% want an album of demos, and only 9% want a live album from the tour. But we're asking, there's no wrong answers here. I think a lot of people just passionate about a tribute thing here. Our buddy Nige Savage, Shout It Out Loudcast Hall of Famer, says tribute concert would be an absolute no-brainer given how Ace influenced the vast majority of 80s and 90s rock and metal guitarists to one degree or another. Imagine the lineup they could attract for that. It would be insane. Yes, it would be. Our buddy Steve, any of the top 3 would be great. Never the biggest fan of just demos. Us Kiss Tards won everything, but how many times would we listen to them? Fair point. Bobby Kenner, it was nice to hear Brian and Jeremy talk about Ace and share a few stories. These guys are so talented and true class acts. Very cool how you gave them the room to just talk while all of us listened, really hoping for a tribute concert for Ace down the road. Yes, I agree. John Gross says tribute record. Joseph Kiss Sr., who we pulled back the curtain, we now know his identity, but we won't share that. I voted for a tribute concert, but would definitely take any or all of these. Ace deserves it. And moving on, 2660850, hoping we can get all of these. The story of Ace occasionally forgetting their names was hysterical. Yeah. And now on Ryan, bass. That was my favorite part of the story. I love that. Let's see what else we got here this week. Zeus talking about Ace and Ryan Spencer, Cronin, Dole, Nimrata, Ramaswamy. We have the Greek Thunder from...
Now you got to add Mandami, too, to that as a name.
Don't mess with the Zohan, whatever the fuck that guy is.
That movie is such a ripoff of Borat. It was such
and it's a bad ripoff.
Yeah.
Our buddy, the Greek Thunder from Down Under, Thanos Akratides. Truly a great show. Ryan and Jeremy were awesome. Superhumans, and I'm sure they were snapped up in the future because they're just too good to not be. Great show, TNZ. See you next week. That's right. We will. Vegas is finally coming. Thank God. Gerald Rosenberg, if you guys decide to retire, will you have 2 guys who sound like you take your place? I don't care what happens when we retire. You can take our place if you want.
Dude, and that's going to come sooner than later.
Yeah, tell me about it. Our buddy, you guys think we're joking? We're not.
No, it's going to literally be one of these days, like soon, that we're just going to be like, and sadly, this is our last fucking episode.
Yeah, I think I listened to a podcast like that before, with like the final episode was like a regular episode, and everyone's like, "What? You're not doing like a farewell?" And they're like, "No, this is it. See ya. Thanks for listening." Buddy Glenn Barth, great episode. Ryan and Jeremy are the goods. Ryan said fans weren't going to the show to see him. They were going to see Ace. That may be true in some cases, but I'd go to any show these guys are a part of. It may be too soon, but bring back the Talisman. Oh, dude, the fucking Talisman was so fun. They were great. Lone Star Wolf says, TNZ, great episode. I enjoyed hearing stories from Ryan Bethune-Cookman and Jeremy Asscrack. I can't see why Ace could ever remember their names. Maybe he was thinking of his previous bass player, Holden A. Cock. Oh, God. Okay, Lone Star Wolf. Good stuff. Zeus, we have another appearance here from appears to be some kind of a parody account here known as Jim Polo again. Jim Polo, do you like having no strong opinions? Hashtag.
Oh, no. The hashtags are the worst.
The hashtags always kill me. Hashtag.
What? Now you get me to die.
I'm sorry. Hashtag my podcast stats are low energy. Who the fuck is right?
It's someone. It's Whiteman.
It's not. We've DM'd him about other stuff before. By now, maybe it is him. And he just wants
because he hasn't denied it.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
And they know, like, and he used the Trump lines. Low energy.
Low energy. All right. Anyways, that's what we got for Twitter this week. Oh, God almighty.
All right. Let's go to the Book of Face. And I'm telling you, Tom, I'm going to get back to that topic of conversation. It's going to really just be out of the blue, people. We're really just going to be like, dude, I'm done. Are you done? You're going to go, yep, I'm done. Let's
Thanks for everything.
I appreciate it. It was fucking fun while it lasted.
Yep.
You know, that closes the book on Shout Out Loudcast. Thank God.
Remember
that? I fucking love that's one of my favorite parts.
It is
on Major League. That closes the book on Keltner. I think his name was Keltner.
God.
He's like, thank God.
Oh, God.
Gasoline ball.
He hit that one somewhere towards South America.
Vaseline ball.
What do you got on your visor? Vagisil.
On the Book of Face, Jody Harriman. Heartfelt insight, passionate remembrance. Two things Chaim and Stan are completely incapable of. Great episode, emotional, funny, and genuine. Just goes to show the pride and love are two very different things.
Yep.
Yeah, you got a point.
Interesting.
Michael Jude Grimes from Grimies in Nashville. So, dear buds for many years. Yeah, of course, you know them very well.
Yep.
Nashville staples, those two. Let's go over to Loudcasters. Dan Hool. Man, this is such a hard tiptoe through. Kudos to getting it through with Jeremy and Ryan. I had hands down Ace's biggest contribution to music will be his influence. Ace wouldn't be on a top 10, 100 list of guitar players, but Ace's influence will be felt for generations. He has to be put on the Mount Rushmore of all-time influential players, and that to me is more important than anything.
Yep.
Described him to a T. Gordon Duncan, don't call me Forrest Gump. I think Gordon won like some sort of marathon or something, Tom.
Yeah, read his comment. He won a marathon. He was listening to us while he ran it.
Wow. You guys are the best. I was listening to this episode while running a marathon.
Yes, I love
Saturday. I told you guys we don't read these until like right as we open up and decide to record.
Yep.
Thanks for reading my question of the week. I was struggling, as Ace says. My gauge is showing red and my battery's dead. All of a sudden, Tom says, keep up the pace, Gordon. After hearing that, I was like, I'm on it. I won the race for my first overall marathon victory, thanks in part to you guys. Thanks so much. Dude, that's like the greatest accomplishment I think anybody listens to Kiss ever had.
That's amazing. That's such a I love that. I love that. That is so cool.
Wow. Congratulations, buddy.
Yes, congrats for sure.
BC Allison. Another fantastic tribute to Ace, Tom and Zeus. My heart goes out to all the Kiss fans for this loss, but I'm truly sorry for the folks that actually knew and worked with Ace. It breaks me up to think that Ryan and Jeremy are having to say farewell to their boss and bandmate.
Yep.
While each of us feels connected to Ace some ways, these guys were part of the inner circle. As the Vegas event approaches, I'm looking forward to hearing your takes on it. I'm still stinging from Paul's lack of decency in the wake of Ace's passing and truly hoping he will make up for it at the event. Good God. There's no fucking way. You should know better, BC Allison.
Nope.
He ain't doing shit.
Nope. And if he does, it'll be under threat of friggin' Chinese water torture or something.
Josh Brown. If you stop the Loudcast, we would be upset. But what a better way to go out than on top as the number one Kiss podcast. And still number one. I know everybody was doing Ace tributes, Ace this, Ace that. You know, when I look at Apple Podcasts, I look at the top. There's a ranking there. If you go to podcasts and you go to music and you go top 200 podcasts for shows, we're the only ones on it. And we're, roughly about 100 and something like that, generally speaking. Nobody else is on it. None of the other Kiss podcasts are even close. So
literally not even close.
Yeah. So anybody wants to talk about being number one, show us. But anyway, Ryan and Jeremy are who I feel bad for the most. They were closer to Ace than anyone nowadays, and now they don't have that anymore. I'm sure it is a shock to their system. They lost their friend, bandmate, and a hero. They'll be fine as far as their future goes. Anyone would want them in their band. I think they would be fine on their own as well. However, I disagree with one thing. I personally want to see them just as much as Ace because I knew how good those guys were. Jeremy and Ryan, we love you guys, and you're in our thoughts, prayers, vibes, and whatever you believe in. Rock on, guys. Great episode and interview, guys. That's
Thank
awesome.
you. Thank you.
Josh.
Thank you.
I'll pass your sentiments on to them. Let's move over, Tom, to you.
You do.
The previously aforementioned Chef Salami Tits. Not going to lie, losing Ace has been hard. Thank you for having Jeremy and Ryan on. Hearing them made me feel better. You guys always seem to know what we need. Thanks. That's nice.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Peter Fitzpatrick. I'm glad to hear from Jeremy and Ryan. It must be a shock. They played with Mr. Ace for a long time. Mr. Ace?
Mr.
This
Ace.
guy is not... Peter Fitzpatrick, he's probably straight from Ireland. Nobody speaks this polite in the United States.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Trainer Dave is numero uno. Paul Stanley is a very damaged person. He has become a bitter old man. I believe that he has always been jealous of Ace because at the end of the day, with all of Ace's fuck-ups and quirks, he will always be the most beloved member of Kiss. He was the rock and roll of Kiss.
Yep.
Marty White.
Uh-oh.
Since Peter Criss has a new song, I went back to give One for All a listen. Let me tell you, One for All still sucks. Send in the clowns forever.
Oh, we'll get to that one. Out of Control was still recovering from the Out of Control review.
Rick Pierce. Gotta love these people. Kiss was a tribute band after Peter and Ace left.
Oh, God.
Kiss.
Okay. There's a Paul Stanley burner account.
Paul Stanley ain't doing anything with us. Tom, over to you.
All right, let's look at Spotify comments. We always like to remind people that you can comment directly from Spotify while you're listening to the episode, which is pretty cool. So if something pops into your head right while you're listening, you can do it right there instead of waiting until later. So we got one from Gino11. Great episode. The story about Ace not remembering their names was hilarious. With two big Kiss events in the near future, it's not going to sit well with Paul that there will be a lot of focus on Ace taking the attention away. I feel like it'll be the opposite for Gene. And I also checked out Rock City Machine Company, and I'm addicted. Kick-ass music. Oh, hell yes, it is. Kurtzky here, trying to be a little bit funny. Depending on your sense of humor, you may agree with him. He says, well, Ace was true to his word. He's not going to Vegas. God bless him.
Needless to say, I didn't have a lot of friends.
I don't know if it's needless to say, Paul. I think we know that now. But anyways, yeah, thanks. Let's look at Instagram. Denise Miklo says simply, so sad. Yes, it is. Junior Vintage. Ryan and Jeremy, so sorry for the loss of your bandmate Ace. The story of Ace screwing up and saying base on Ryan had me laughing. Fucking love these behind-the-scenes Ace stories. This was not an easy interview to do given Ace's passing, and as always, Tom and Zeus show proper respect and class and let the guests talk. Kudos, gentlemen, for everything you do. Well, thank you very much. Much appreciate that.
Gene had long hair and a beard under his double chin. He was very overweight.
The double chin. Fucking Paul.
He was very overweight.
Under his double chin. It never ceases to amaze me the lack of the irony here, where Paul is still in therapy at this age about being called names and having visual or bodily issues with his ear but he just relentlessly attacks people on their appearances. It's fucking crazy.
My favorite thing about it is he knows, he is very particular about. You're very particular
about your boss.
He put with the words he chooses.
Oh, absolutely.
He knows every single word of that sentence. He fucking thought it out.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, no, I'm not gonna say Gene was kind of overweight at that time, like all of us, because he says he was kind of fat too.
Yeah.
But he's fat is under his double chin.
Yeah, I'm not gonna just talk about his beard. I'm gonna say what's under the beard.
Yeah. And he was very overweight. Fucking asshole. Piercing, taking the fucking knife and just shivving him with it.
Yep. Brutal. All right, let's get through a couple emails. We got a ton of great ones here, so thank you again. We're going to try to get to as many as we can. Our buddy Scott Greer. Thank you, boys, for having this episode. It was great to hear from those close to Ace and share their thoughts and memories. It's certainly not a shock to me that Ace would forget their names on occasion. Oh, my goodness. He says, I didn't have time to get things together for an Ace costume for Halloween, but I pulled out an outfit I wore as Gene. Some people thought I was doing a tribute to Ace. Then he posts a cool picture. Very nice, Scott. Thank you. The rare female emailing us. I don't remember this name, Zeus. Do you? Amy Riccardi? Ooh, okay. Hey, guys, I listened to your podcast with Ace's solo band members. Thank you for keeping Ace's memory alive. We are all devastated. I was listening when you guys were deliberating why Paul was so genuine about his security guy passing, but not so much about Ace. The truth? Oh, here we go. I've heard this before, but I came across this interview years ago where Paul doubles down on his claim that Ace was an anti-Semite and he couldn't forgive him for that. This was the first thing I thought of when I saw Paul's, quote, tribute. Remember, he never did forgive Ace for that. Just a thought. Keep doing what you guys are doing. Really love listening. Yeah, that's a sad chapter in history there where they've talked about that in the past, Zeus.
Oh, yeah. And but it didn't have he didn't have a problem going to Origins 2 and doing a video and performing on that album. He wasn't
Fire and Ice. Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't that pissed at him at that time.
Yep. Fire and Water, whatever the hell it's called.
That song is horrible.
It's not good. Yeah, it's not good. Shout out Loudcast Hall of Famer Jim Riley. Let's hear it for Ryan and Jeremy. Great players, great guys playing Ace's final concerts. I saw the band in 2022. Yes, I love Kiss. I also want to acknowledge those who have connections with Kiss, but not in the band recently or currently. Yeah, all the authors, songwriters, and of course, Paul's therapist, too. Slight humor, but it gets a nod. Thank you, people, in Paul's voice, for keeping my favorite band's legacy going. Good night. And he names a bunch of people that played with Kiss and has connections, et cetera, et cetera. Guys like Bob Kulick, Bruce Kulick, Todd, Zach, Brent, all those guys. Good stuff. All right, continuing with our email, we got one from our good friend, him, from the Netherlands. Tom and Zeus, last time I wrote that Paul Stanley could come across as both overly sensitive and emotionally distant, especially because after Ace passed away, he didn't share a warm personal tribute. Well, he often does so for other artists with style and emotion. It felt like he was protecting his polished image. But this week I heard something that made me rethink about it. Eddie Trunk had already mentioned this publicly, talking about Ace's funeral. Ace was in an open casket wearing sunglasses. Paul and Gene were both there. Gene could not bring himself to walk up to the casket, but Paul did. Paul walked up and looked. And the most striking moment, and this is according to Eddie Trunk's recap of this, which we didn't really get into, but since Pim wrote about it, we will now. The most striking moment was Peter Criss sitting in the front row crying. Paul walked over to him, took Peter's hands, and comforted him. And I found that genuinely moving. Yes, we all remember the fights. Paul saying the band with Ace and Peter today would sound like piss. Ace going on Eddie Trunk and saying that he had a 120-page documentary of dirty laundry on Paul and Gene. I'm sure that caused damage heading into the end of the road tour, but it doesn't mean that it was all hatred. We forget that Paul helped Ace record Fire and Water on Origins in 2016. We forget the real moments, the years spent together in buses, dressing rooms, studios, before there were contracts, egos, and PR strategies. There were simply different personalities, and sometimes those personalities clash. But that doesn't mean there was no affection or respect. Now, of course, it's too late to fix any of it, and that is the painful part. But the image of Paul comforting Peter, that may be the most honest human glimpse of Paul we've heard about in a long time, and I just wanted to share that. Rock on. So, Zeus, before I pass it over to you, I just want to acknowledge to people that we did have that information, and we weren't really going to get into it. Pim wrote a very thoughtful and heartfelt email and wanted to express his thoughts, so out of respect for Pim, we wanted to read that email. But Zeus, thoughts quickly.
No, I mean, it is nice to hear about that stuff. And, but what are you going to say? You don't know what was said. We don't know what was done. We can only say our thoughts based upon what was done really publicly. Like
Correct.
That stuff was behind the scenes, and we were told by Eddie and maybe a couple other people how they acted there. And we're not going to talk about that stuff because we're not going to say he said that. But Eddie did say that publicly, so we can say that part. But the stuff that was told privately to us from him or anybody else, we don't want to mention any of that stuff. But the stuff that was public was Paul's post. So we can criticize that or praise that if it was worthy of such, but not the stuff that's behind the scenes. So that's where I feel about that.
Yep. Nope. Good point. Good point. All right. Let's wrap up feedback here with a very extra special email that we got here. And this comes from John Rubush. Tom and Zeus. Been looking forward to the Vegas trip for a long time now, only to be diagnosed with cancer earlier this month. Given the grade of the cancer, I'm seeing a specialist at the Mayo Clinic in Minnesota, several hours from home. I met with him this week to go over my treatment plan, which included a surgery on November 13th, the day that I was supposed to fly to Vegas. I mentioned I had a trip scheduled that weekend but would cancel it. A few hours later, I met with him again to review some test results, and what he said floored me. Quote, I could tell how much your trip means to you, so I switched around my schedule and moved your surgery up a week so you won't have to cancel your trip, end quote. This trip does mean a lot to me. This band means a lot to me, and the people who share that love of this band mean a lot to me. I've tried to look at Vegas as the other side of the coin to the last Madison Square Garden show, which I also attended. Kiss with no makeup in a 5,000-seat arena, just like the first time I saw them on the Hot in the Shade tour in 1990, the night before I graduated high school. Life always has a funny way of coming full circle. On the 6-hour drive home from Minnesota, I listened to your Ace Tribute episode, which was a perfect way of reminding me of all the good things I've had and have in my life. So thank you, and see you in Vegas. Well, John, I'm not going to lie. That was not easy to get through reading that as, I have family that have dealt with cancer myself. But I just want to say amazing that you would share that with us, and God bless, Godspeed, and cannot wait to see you in Vegas. And John, my friend, you are the comment of the week.
Good answer. Good answer. I know what you think. We're going to be watching you.
Yeah, those are those emails and comments and stuff that really just put things in perspective, to say the least. So thank you very much for sharing that with us, and God bless, as I'm sure all the Loudcasters are behind you. Can't wait to see you in Vegas. Yep. That's about the only people we want to see in Vegas. But regardless, Tom, one person that's in Vegas is our newest member of our Patreon family.
Ooh.
Yeah. So the time to thank our Patreon family. And the newest member of our Patreon family is, oh, God, Izzy Presley.
Oh, God.
Izzy joins the Patreon family. As I told them, I don't know why you're joining. We ain't joining yours. So thank you, Izzy Presley. But that's the least you can do after our Hall of Fame idea.
He's trying to buy us off.
Yeah. I'm surprised he's not the only one. Everyone's going to be copying that sooner or later anyways, Tom. We're used to people stealing our shit.
The difference is we like Izzy.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. That's perfectly said. But the rest of them, like to do reels and short video clips now. I want to do question of the week. I want to do this. I want to do. Sure, you did. Anyway, Tom, Patreon is where people can come join and support the show, like our friend Izzy Presley.
Yeah.
Fried clam loving motherfucker. Patreon, you go to our website, shoutitoutloudcast.com.
Go to him.
And you see the Patreon icon, you click on that, and you find one of the 4 different tiers we offer, and you join. We have merch, we have polls, we have video chats. We just did our video chat with 3 of the tiers. A shit ton of fun. We did that on Thursday. We have 1 more left for the year. We do album review, the mailbag episodes coming up, Patreon exclusive. Patreon is where people come and support the show and help us out. It is such a big help. If you've been thinking about it all this time and you're like, you know what, maybe I should join. Start the year off a little early, the whole new year, and join and become part of the Patreon family and enjoy the fun, because there was tons of it going around on Patreon with us. So thank you, Izzy. Thank you, Patreon family. We love you. We love our Patreon family, and you, the listener out there, come join.
Guys, you're the best. Thank you so much. And of course, huge thanks to our buddy Izzy. Can't wait to see you in Vegas, my friend. And to all the Patreons, whether you're brand new like Izzy or been around since day one or somewhere in between, it doesn't matter. We're so eternally grateful for everything you do. The Patreon family just continues to grow with tons of amazing stuff. We just had a great chat with a few of our tiers about a week ago. That was a ton of fun. Love the turnout there. Good times. We were there for about an hour and a half. It flew by. And just tons of other great things. At the end of this month, we'll be putting out that memo for the Patreons to get their ARC pick for the month of December, which is always exciting in some way, shape, or form. So please check us out. Click on the link on our website or download the app and search for us, patreon.com.
Yeah, our Patreon people get us a little bit more than the rest. They know the conversation's awesome. It's kind of stuff that sometimes maybe not really appropriate to be saying on the show, that we get to have that freedom and luxury to talk about it in that private setting. My favorite part was like, do you ever think putting one of us on? Like, we're like, fuck no.
No.
We ain't putting any of you guys on our show. What the fuck is that? No, thank you. God bless you, though. We love you. But we're pretty honest about that stuff. So we have fun with our Patreon family. Anyway, Tom, what we do next is we go to Kiss World. What's up?
So after we recorded, the big thing last week was the announcement of Peter Criss's new record. Self-titled, cool artwork. The Criss is spelt with S's that are kind of reminiscent of the Kiss logo. It's very rock-driven, produced by Barry Pointer. Includes appearances by John Five, Billy Sheehan, Paul Schaefer, Mike McLaughlin. It's got 10 songs, including 1 bonus track, which is it's on the CD. There's a download available too. This is going to be released a week before Christmas. He released his first single, which was called Creepy Crawlers. For me personally, I'm not going to tell you what I think of it, because we're obviously going to do a full-blown Peter Criss album review when this drops, like we do with anybody does this. When Ace did 10,000 Volts, we're going to do a full-blown album review on this. So this is exciting. We love Peter. His collaboration is exciting, and people are saying this is a kick-ass hard rock album. So we will find out soon, Zeus.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out where to find it or play it, but you find it on YouTube and somebody texted me an actual copy, an MP3 of it. I listened to it. I didn't have any real reaction other than trying to get over the fact that it doesn't sound like him.
Yes.
And so I wasn't for it or against it. Yeah, like everything. I'm not good at judging music the first time. It takes me a while to listen to it and get over it. And I mean, I wasn't a big fan of his solo album when it first came out. Now it might be my favorite.
Yep.
So who knows?
Yep.
I'll give it more of a listen a little bit later, but I am happy that he's put this out. God bless him.
Me too.
So that's great to see.
Another thing too, Gene did a teaser on Twitter. Apparently he's filming a movie. He posted a picture of a director's chair, and it says Gene Simmons, and it says Stone. So I'm assuming that's the name of the character that he's playing. No other information at all about that. He just said filming a movie. Other than that, Zeus, if you can believe it, Vegas is a week away. And they announced the Tommy Thayer wine tasting event, because that's something we all want. God bless you if you want to attend. I'll be
sold out.
Yeah, it's sold out. I'll be at the bar or sleeping or doing something going back to the Mob
But
Museum.
you can buy a bottle signed by him for like $160 something.
That's
you
correct.
Carry that fucking shit around with you the whole time you're there, or ship it home and ain't gonna break?
No, but that's actually a good segue, because Christina, that we've dealt with she's on Facebook, and Gene's kind of handler that we dealt with in Vegas, they posted something saying anybody that's coming to the Vegas event, if you buy anything or have anything that you need shipped back home, that you can contact them at the Kiss Museum or the Kiss Mini Golf there, and they take care of that. They did that with us with the big base road case filled with all the goodies. They can do that. So I guess if people are going to buy stuff, and maybe if it's fragile or breakable and they don't want to throw it in their suitcase, they can take care of that. More information, you can find that out on Facebook.
What are you doing with that?
With what?
If he signs the bottle,
Yep.
are you going to open it then? Doesn't it lose its value? It's a signed open bottle? Or you signed it and you never drink it?
Ask the people on Facebook who are going to sell it for $300. I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know. And then the Kiss Mini Golf thing, they're doing some sort of promotional thing. If you want to play over there, they'll give you a discount or something. Just show that you're here for the Kiss event. And,
cool stuff.
So a couple other things, Tom. There's this new great track out there for a song. I don't know if you've ever heard. It's a deep cut rock and roll all night. It's a new version of it or something.
Oh, God. Yeah, it's called the Moonlight Mix. And Moonlight apparently is some kind of DJ club artist or whatever. It is noted as a new electronic remix available on streaming. I'm sorry. I like pop music, hip hop, whatever. What is this? I don't understand this. This is like taking like Master of Puppets and turning it into like a dance club song. What are you doing? This is bizarre.
Did they mix it with the classic Elvis song from Blue Hawaii, Moonlight Swim? Let's go on a moonlight
They should have
swim.
It's just got like that dun 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 dun, and it's like what's going to annoy me now is there's going to be all these young kids who are going to be like, this is guys, have you heard of this band Kiss? Listen to this song,
dude. You act as though that's going to catch on to young kids.
I know. I know. Then why make it? Okay, so that's my point. So why make it? Who is this for? It's not for Kiss fans. So why do it? Right? Maybe the influencers had something to it. Maybe they like moonlight pop dance music.
Maybe they like a Blue Hawaii soundtrack.
I don't know, man. But it's fucking hilarious. It's bad. It's bad.
And then finally, the announcement is supposed to come out tomorrow, Tom.
Yep.
We kind of predicted this. We even said it, and we said it to our live group that it's coming out November 6th. It's coming out November 6th.
Right. Yeah, and
so much for the other people knowing things.
Oh, yeah.
You need to listen because you're going to hear fucking...
Stick with us. We know stuff.
Yeah. And basically no one found out anything any faster. If anybody found out, it was us.
Yeah.
Because we have people that are really on the inside and told us that this was coming. And we told you people.
Yeah. It's going to be... you'll see when it gets released, but you guys are going to be very excited by what's in it. It's massive, so be prepared for that, and it's exciting. But I will say this, Zeus, I'm excited, but I always like to do the counterpoint here. I don't get it. I don't understand the 3-week layover between the Dress to Kill box set and the Alive box set. And then the other thing that really confused me is half of the Dress to Kill box set is Alive. So this is, now again, Kiss is in the business. You're in the Kiss business, baby, making money, and we're all going to buy it. We're all going to talk about it and have a good time. I just find it very bizarre. It's really odd to me.
A lot of Kiss fans aren't the brightest people in the world.
I mean, Ace is right.
Oh, it's just they're gonna spend their life savings on this, Dress to Kill, and go to Vegas.
I don't get it. It's just bizarre.
I
don't know, man. I don't know. Either way,
giving up.
I know.
On fucking Flophouse.
I know. I mean, look, we're excited. We're gonna get it. We're gonna do our episodes.
Yeah.
What are you gonna try to say? You're not? Yeah, of course you are. You don't. What? You don't want a box with more trinkets in it that you're never gonna look at again?
I mean, that's the only good thing. It's just this whole fucking. The trip is like almost a week away, and I have like no interest in it whatsoever, except for like I said to you, like people watching, traveling with you, eating good food, and then
finding out who the drummer is going to be.
Yeah, if that's anything, and then hearing this.
My dad, meanwhile, had taken to calling me Stanley Fat Ass.
So when he's on stage, I was going to say, Stanley Fat Ass, Stanley Fat Ass. It's almost like lard ass, ass,
exactly.
Lard ass.
Hey, lard ass, chow down, wide load.
Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, baba, boom.
Yeah. Okay, lard ass.
Oh God, yeah. Of all the Kiss events we've been to, I mean, I'm excited, but I'm excited for the wrong reasons. Like, I'm excited for and at this point right now, who even knows if our flight is going to fucking take place? There's rumors about flights being canceled or postponed or moved or what. I mean,
who's going to be the fucking drummer there? What'd you say? It's going to be Bruce behind the curtains doing
Bruce
the bongos?
Bruce on bongos.
Well, we know it's not Charlie.
Yep.
And supposedly another source said it's definitely not Tichy or Fitzy.
Yep. So I said this before. If it is some no name, or if it's like, that Gene Simmons' daughter's boyfriend's nephew is going to be on the drums. I mean, dude, this is an official Kiss event, and it's a Kiss event. It's not Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons. It's Kiss.
Eric Singer's going to be there last minute and surprise everybody.
I hope. I do.
I'll tell you this. Hope. Eric Singer just being announced to be to this would not move tickets or anything. So it's not a big deal. It's not that big a deal. But if he shows up, it's almost like, oh, that's nice that he's there. Right? Yep. People forget other shit.
Fair.
Anybody else that's a bigger name would have been advertised.
I agree with you.
This whole, what if Peter's there to produce? You don't think they would have promoted that? They would have promoted that by this point.
That's not it. Because that would have moved.
Big drummer. Or Dave Grohl's going to come and play with them.
And Peter would have moved the needle.
That?
Yeah, exactly. No, you're 100% right. You're right. Eric doesn't move the needle.
They don't need to promote it, but they could be a nice surprise and make people feel good about that he's there. And kind of save a little face. Who knows?
I don't know. We'll find out soon. Either that or it's Bongo Bruce. So,
yeah. Other than that, Tom, let's go take a quick little break.
Stop. Don't talk anymore. I've been looking at the. Hello?
God bless Ace. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know if the sound drops just hit differently now.
I don't think I'll ever not laugh.
No, it's incredible.
And
hello. Incredible. It's incredible. Yep.
All right, Tom. Third one.
Yes.
Super Deluxe Fun Time. This one, Dress to Kill.
Yeah.
I've had this. I just took it out of the box. I haven't even really gone through this yet. I can just tell you straight up, it's fucking bigger than the other two.
I have the vinyl box set. The thing is almost double the thickness of the Creatures and Destroyer put together, or it's the combination of those two put together.
Did you say she came in thicker than biscuit batter?
Ooh, yeah, baby.
All right.
So one thing I just want to say that's different. So I have the vinyl. Zeus has the CD. So a couple things that are going to be different right off the top. I'll just get these out of the way because then everything else is pretty much the same. This is pretty cool, Zeus. This is, I'm holding this up. I know we're an audio podcast, but I'm holding this up to show Zeus. This is like, it looks like a photo. It's like a plastic kind of flimsy thing, but it's one of those flexible records. This is actually a record, what I'm holding up here. You kind of pop it off the plastic, and it has the alternate studio demo of Rock and Roll All Night on it. Also, another cool thing that comes with this, if you have the vinyl, is a Dress to Kill slip mat cover, which is very cool. Goes on your turntable. I'm sure if you have a turntable, you already have this, but it is a felt slip cover, and it's the cover of the album. So that is pretty friggin' awesome. A couple of vinyl box set exclusives there, Zeus, which is cool if you're into that stuff.
Wonderful. So when I opened up my case, the first thing I see is this big ass hardcover book, which is similar to the other ones that you would get from Destroyer and Creatures of the Night.
So because Zeus has the CD set, the first thing he sees is the book. Because I have the vinyl set, I have to get through all the vinyl, and there's 8 of them before I get to the book. And all these vinyl here are gatefolds. So the demo one is pretty beautiful. And then the live albums, one of them is like a trifold. So if you're a vinyl person, the vinyl set is just stunning. What it comes with is really amazing. It's like pictures that we've seen from that Alive photo shoot. Each one has a different cover, a different version of those live shots that we've seen. So once you dig through all the vinyl, which is a lot, again, there's 8 of them, then you get to the hardbound book, which is just, I love this. This is what I love, that it's not just filled with goodies, quote unquote. Yeah, this is a hardbound book, just like Destroyer and Creatures of the Night, Zeus, where it's got tons and tons of incredible photos, but then tons and tons of incredible stuff that we can read about the album.
Yeah, the amazing pictures here are just out of this world. They're handwritten, looks like song lyrics.
Yep.
Different singles. Did this have? I mean, a lot of this stuff is very similar to the other albums, but this one particular to the Dress to Kill album. They talk about the stuff on the road, photos of them in concert, different cassettes of this album. Obviously, the album and single versions, Gene Breathing Fire, black and white stuff that you're seeing here, photos. It's just amazing.
Yeah, and the thing I love about this book is it's another era of Kiss. So this is the early era of Kiss, obviously. This is, 74, 75. You're getting all the pictures and background. Destroyer was kind of like when they were getting ready to take over the world. Creature. So another box set with another book, but a completely different era, which we love as Kiss fans. And I may have mentioned this before, but Love Gun is my era, 77, 78. But ever since we started doing this podcast, I have just absolutely fallen in love with this early black and white skinny jean era, as I like to call it. And this book right here is just phenomenal. Just phenomenal. Right off the bat. I love it.
Yeah, just insane photos. You can geek out on this book just for hours.
Oh, God,
I'm just telling you.
Yep, absolutely.
Close-up photos and just this is the kind of stuff we all love.
Yeah, and the thing I like about this, too, like we said, it's not – there's other box sets I have, like some of the Zeppelin box sets and stuff, and it's just books of pictures. Now, Kiss could have easily done that, but this is a book of pictures and broken down into interviews about the recording, the history, the photo shoots, the tour, et cetera, et cetera. Just incredible stuff here. The book itself is just amazing to have.
All right, Tom. So tell us the next thing I pull out.
Yep.
Is this and some pins.
Yes. So when
pinheads and patriots.
Yeah. Now, when Zeus says this, he's referring to a reproduction of the tie that Gene is wearing on the cover of Dress to Kill. So it's absolutely incredible. Now, here's what I'm afraid of, Zeus. The amount of Kiss-tards that are going to be wearing this in Vegas.
I don't know. I'm thinking they're going to. And then you got these pins in here that are, show different things. If you move it one way, it'll show Ace rocks or Gene rocks or Paul rocks.
Yep.
Shiny little pins.
Yeah, they kind of have that back and forth there.
So the next thing I'm taking out
Yep.
is this Trapper Keeper here.
Yeah, exactly.
Kiss with the gold Kiss all across it in kind of like sideways stripes here.
Yep.
Kiss logo in front.
Yep.
And it's got a ton of shit in it.
Dude, unbelievable. It's like, I mean, we're going to be pulling stuff out here at different times. So I guess we'll just kind of talk about it together. So, yep. So there's a Dress to Kill patch. One of them says Road Crew on it. One of them says Dress to Kill on it, which is cool. A replica ticket stub, like a torn ticket stub from Kobo, which is really cool. May 16th, 1975. That's awesome. Very cool. I love that. Then you got a reproduction of like just album like pictures, like Kiss, Dress to Kill, then different album covers. Looks like it's like the thing that they would use to like recreate something in a record store, I guess, maybe. Yes. Then a couple of awesome friggin' posters.
What?
Like fold out couple
marinara stained posters.
Yeah, one that says, like, this is like a record store one. It says the Demons of Rock and Roll are Dressed to Kill on Casablanca Records, and then it's got the album covers of the other one. Then an awesome reproduction poster of the show at Kobo. Those are just friggin' incredible. That's I mean, they went absolutely nuts for this box set here. Let's be serious. Yep. Then we have a nice sticker of the Dress to Kill album cover with gold. Kiss is written in gold with gold outline around the picture, which is pretty awesome as well. Then you got I think this is the Dolby. Yeah, this is the Dolby Atmos like Blu-ray. You have to play this. I played this in my PS5, and this is supposed to be like crazy sounding audio, Zeus, which is pretty
PS5?
wild.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go to the other side of this Trapper Keeper.
Yep.
On the other side, Tom, the first thing I'm pulling out for you to show.
Yep. Yes. A cool little key, one of those old-fashioned like motel keychains. One side says Kiss is Dressed to Kill. The other says New York City, 1975. Pretty cool. Then another little packet full of guitar picks. Simmons, Stanley, Paul Stanley. It's got the Kiss logo on one side. Very awesome right there. God, this shit is fucking
It does
cool.
have the names of the other ones on there.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Chris.
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
Then we got a little mini license plate. It says Kiss DTK New York, like a yellow, almost like a cab license plate, New York City, which is very cool. Then a little package of coasters, which I think is kind of cool too. You want
Not to be confused with
Posters and Posters. It's a new podcast. Some coasters, which is really cool. Then a couple of mini replica posters.
The Jane's Gain special guest on this one.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
Little Joe Walsh.
Yep. Those are cool.
Next. Oh,
that is awesome. Just an awesome fold-out poster of the band in their suits. Gene looks menacing as always. Then a Japanese reproduction poster of the album, which is awesome. Kind of like a smaller size poster, not really like a fold-out one. Kind of like a notebook size one. And then something that I don't know what this is. I think it's like a peel off sticker. It says Kiss Dressed to Kill with New York City behind them. Ace looks like he's asleep. Paul looks like he's getting ready to blow somebody. Excuse me, Peter. And then it just continues with tons of like photos, like an awesome black and white of the band.
it's the Hotter Than Hell cover.
Yes, thank you. Yes, the Hotter Than Hell cover. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's the Hotter Than Hell cover. Yeah. So you got that.
Yeah, there's like 3 of them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's a couple that, yep.
And then finally, there's like a little newsletter kind of thing.
Yep, like a replica newsletter, which is awesome. That's really cool. Which you can obviously read that. It's written to be, it was made to be read. So it's not just like a little collector add-on thing. So just incredible amounts of goodies. Now, I mean, I'm a full-blown collector, like nerd. So I love this shit. I know a lot of people be like, oh, you open it up once, you're never going to look at it again. Well, maybe that's the case, but you never know. Maybe in, 5 years or
But
6
when
months.
you do open it in 5 years, you're going to love it.
Exactly. That's the point.
So I will tell you, Kiss is smart. These things cost them what, 50 cents to make or doing stuff, and people are like, oh, look at these little stickers. Oh, look at this keychain. Oh, look at this little thing. Keep adding little shit like that, trinkets. Kiss fans eat that up.
Yep.
I'm opening up this black little folder.
Yep. There's a folder.
And there is a shit ton of stuff in here.
Unbelievable. More stuff. Yes.
All right. So, Tom, let me go to the first one.
Yep. You got a nice little bumper sticker that says Kiss is dressed to kill. Very cool looking. I love that.
How's this?
Then you got one of those like lenticular, kind of like cardboard things of the album cover, which is cool. I love that.
Oh, are these magnets?
Yep. Then you have a set of magnets with the album cover.
Oh, they look super cool.
Black and gold, dressed to kill. Those are pretty awesome.
And then this?
Yep. Then you have what this appears to be a replica of one of those things that you'd see in a record store that hangs from the ceiling, one of those kind of like dangler things. And it's got Dress to Kill, Kiss, and then it's got the debut album, Harder Than Hell, and then New Dress to Kill, like a little one. So it's kind of one of those things you'd hang.
And then the big thing is this stuff that everybody lives for is this Gotham City news, Rock City news, newspaper article things written by Ken Sharp, and everybody loves that stuff.
And it's literally like a track by track review, but it's meant to look like a newspaper.
Dude,
very cool shit right there.
How about this shit?
Yep.
Whoa.
These huge glossy close-ups. The Gene picture is obviously sick. Paul, Ace, the Peter picture is just, these are incredible.
Look at that drum set for Peter.
The drum set looks like something Nick Neal would play.
Fucking great photo of Ace.
Awesome Ace picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Gene pictures, of course, incredible. Yep.
Yep. And then I think, wait a minute, I don't know if this opens up. Yep. It does.
It's a comic. Yep. And it says Kiss Comics. And it's like a little, it almost looks like something you'd see like with the Unmasked album cover.
The Kiss Tards would love that shit.
Yeah. just, and the one thing, and I will say one thing too, that's kind of cool about this is I don't know what changed because we're not in the business. I don't know why the vinyl box set was so cheap for this compared to the embarrassing amount that the Destroyer and Creatures vinyl cost.
They learned their lesson?
Yeah, they had to have. But the Creatures and Destroyer boxes on vinyl were around 1,000, I believe, which doesn't even make sense. And then this one was about 400, which still a lot. But I'm getting 8 LPs, a huge hardcover book, and tons and tons of shit. And then this. Yep.
This is what I have.
Yep. Zeus has the CDs. Yep.
So.
Yep. Off the top of, first of all, it's massive. I love that they given fans what they want. They know that Kiss is a merch band. They know that people love collecting shit. They love posters, knickknacks, little kitschy stuff. And like you said, yeah, we just looked at it. Who knows when or if we're ever going to look at it again. But the fact is that we have it. And if we want to look at it again, we can. And that, to me, that's the important part.
Yeah, I agree with you, Tom. I think this stuff is amazing. All these box sets, this is one of the few bright spots in Kiss over the last 5 years.
Yep.
I think that we all agree on it. The only, part to these box sets that had problems were the pricing at one point. But even this at this price is a lot more reasonable. I know it's a little bit still kind of expensive, but it's a lot more reasonable. So anyways, like, we already mentioned the other box set that will be coming out. We'll get to that when we get to that. But the source was right. He said November 6th. It's supposedly come out November 6th. So
that's right.
Yeah. So that's the next one to expect. I know beggars can't be choosers. We'll take them when they bring them out. But spread these out, motherfucker. Spread these out.
Yep.
You're asking people to get 2 box sets and a Vegas trip, all within a 3 to 4 month period.
So that's the huge thing right there is that these things are coming out right at Vegas, which is just the definition of tone deafness.
Yeah, or just just foolish marketing. But regardless, looking at this product overall, I think it's right there with the other ones. It's exciting. It's Kiss coming up. They haven't broke technically big yet because Alive hasn't come out yet, and technically neither is Destroyer. So it's a different era of Kiss, whereas Destroyer is here comes the Ascent, and then Creatures is we don't know where the fuck we are, and we got really 2 new members in the band and new makeup on people. So exciting. I don't know what's to come next, which one after this. We haven't heard anything like that, but overall, Tom, I'm excited. I'm glad I have this. I'm glad I got it. I recommend everybody get it. And we'll talk about the music when we get to that point, because we always go through all these albums. So next year we'll bring up disc 2.
Yeah, we always do these. I can't wait to get to it. There's a lot of stuff here. And as we mentioned previously about the Alive box set, it's coming soon, and there's going to be more discussion about that. There's a lot going on here with box sets in Vegas and stuff, so that's exciting.
Yeah. Oh, well, Tom, let's move on now to this.
Hey, what is this, 20 fucking questions?
All right, our question of the week comes from our friend Backpack Brad Rustoven from the Slamfest podcast, who we'll be partying with in Vegas as well. And the ever-observant and insightful Brad had a good question. So there's a YouTube video on Kiss's official YouTube page, and it's like a promo video for Kiss Cruise Landlocked in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
So Brad wants to know, of all the Kiss songs in the catalog, why do you think they used All Night as the underlying music for the Landlocked in Vegas promo video? Any significance to this with the event? And who do you think chose it and why?
I definitely know Paul didn't choose it.
Right.
So why? Because it's Vegas?
That's the only thing I can think of is that it's like it's like a party song. We're going to be up all night in Vegas. I don't know. It's weird because that's not an era that Kiss celebrates or readily embraces. So that's the only thing I can think of is just because of the lyrical content of it. Just all night. That's the only thing I can think of. In terms of who chose it, who knows? It could have been Pop House. It could have been somebody connected with the band that wanted to put like a party type song together. There's no way to know. But of course, I love the fact that Brad picked up on it because I didn't pick up on it at all. And it's definitely an interesting observation because you would think it would be Rock and Roll All Night or Shout It Out Loud or whatever. So interesting observation by our friend Brad.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yep.
All right, Tom, where can people find us?
We always tell people to start with our website, shoutitoutloudcast.com. That's where you can find all the episodes for all of our shows, all of our rankings, links to our friend shows. You can comment right there on certain episodes, links to all of our social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Threads, Blue Sky, blah, 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 blah. MySpace. Maybe we'll go back in time and open up a MySpace page. I don't know. Links to our awesome merch page now, which is completely revamped and redone and done by Printify. And the holidays are here, folks. There's Shout It Out Loudcast Christmas ornaments, Shout It Out Loudcast snow globes. You could do all of your holiday shopping right there. And who doesn't want a Shout It Out Loudcast piece of merch in their stocking when they wake up on Christmas morning? I know I do. So you should do the same. And of course, our email address is shoutitoutloudcast@gmail.com. We do a question of the week every week here. And another reminder, too, to our patrons, the mailbag episode is coming up soon. We sent you all a little memo to get your questions to us. So mailbag people, patrons, get those to us. Every other question of the week, you can do what Brad did. You could send us a DM. You can email us. But please, we do a question of the week every week. And patrons, pay attention. Mailbag episode coming up soon. Get those into us via email, please. And of course, we always like to say that we're a proud member of the Pantheon Podcast Network of shows.
Yeah, you can DM us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, TikTok, motherfucker. Check out our Spotify playlist and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
You do.
And give us one of those far. child reviews on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Give us a 5-star review on our Raise Your Glasses book, still selling well. It'll be a great gift for the holidays. On Amazon, you can give a 5-star review. That's greatly appreciated. And remember the website, as Tom mentioned, you can get everything you can imagine about Shout It Out Loudcast guests, merch, rankings. Everything is there for your choosing and liking. And what we always end up doing is ending on famous last words. Tom, do you have any?
Oh, I always do. If I'm thinking everything's all wrong, my girl shakes me. She wakes me. Then I really know that I would steal anything for my baby.
Terrible. Just call me a 3-time loser. That's all I'll ever be. Because my baby's such a 2-timer. You know, she's a 2-timing. She's a 2-timing me. Tom, Loudcasters, Kiss Army, thank you.
Guys, you're the best. Thank you for everything. Patreon people, Loudcasters, Dress to Kill, box set tards. Zeus, as always, my friend, thank you.
Peace out, Girl Scout. Hit the music. What I'd like now is for all you fat, out-of-shape, worldwide kiss tards to keep the noise down while I show your ladies what a real sexy man looks like.
Listen, all you people out there sitting on rented furniture, settle down.
Cut the music. Anybody seen Richie? Anybody know why Richie did Bobby Lupo?